Hi guys, I'm Richard from Digital Foundry, and today we're going to be talking about expanding the hard drive on the PlayStation 4. Now, the problem that we have with the PlayStation 4, as standard, you just get a 500 gigabyte hard drive. And in the age of the 50 gigabyte console game that basically dumps from the Blu-ray onto the drive, you're going to be running out of space pretty quickly. Now, this is pretty much the drive that you want. It's the Samsung ST2000 LM003. If you buy the drive itself from Amazon, you're looking at about £87. Now, in terms of price per gigabyte, that's about 4.5 pence. Now, what you can do to get the same drive for cheaper is to buy this, which is a kind of external USB 3.0 hard drive. 2 terabytes, the product number is STB X2401. This is actually the 2014 model. I believe there's a 2015 model which might have a slightly different code, but you'll know what you're looking for. So you might think that getting an external drive with the caddy would probably be more expensive than just the base drive. But it's actually not the case. You'd be surprised to know that the caddy version is just 60. Now, price per gigabyte wise, just 3 pence per gig for this. Okay, so the first order of business, what tools are you going to need? Well, just two really. You need some sort of device for prying open the plastic casing of the external hard drive enclosure. And secondly, you need this, and it's quite a specific tool. It's a 2.5mm crosshead Phillips screwdriver. So let's have a look at the external enclosure here. There's no screws that you can see, so it's essentially a friction fit. That means it's just held together by clips. So it's literally a case of prying it open. Now obviously at this point you're committed. Once you've pried it open, you're probably going to have some severe problems with warranty if something goes wrong. You basically have to put the blade in between, and then you just prise it open. There we go. And then once you've got it sort of vaguely open, your fingers can do the rest. And from there, you just literally remove the drive. Now this is kind of like just a USB converter to the basic SATA connection that you'll find there on the drive. So yeah, keep this handy because this USB to SATA converter is going to be required for your existing drive that's inside the PlayStation 4, assuming you want to put it back inside the case. Just a couple of things to sort out. Some feet on all 4 sides that need to be removed. And then you'll see that we've got screws underneath the feet. This is where your screwdriver comes in, and you simply remove them. And at this point, we need to move it into the PlayStation 4. So, the PlayStation 4, very easy to upgrade, essentially. The glossy plastic piece on an older model, or the new CUH1200, doesn't have it, but this is the area here that you need to remove. And again, it's a friction fit. There's no screws or anything. Just pull it. And again, plastic clips holding everything in place. Once inside the machine, you just have a single screw holding the drive in place. And again, this 2.5mm Phillips screwdriver does the job in removing that. And this exposes the hard drive cage. We just literally pull that out once the screw has been removed, and we have an HDST 500 gig 5400 RPM drive here. And it's literally a case of just removing the screws on each side. So the drive slots back in, and then we screw it up again. So once your screws are in, you basically slot it back into the PlayStation 4. You put the holding screw back in. That's got the 4 PlayStation symbols on it, so you can't really miss it. And then the plastic cover that you used earlier, that goes back on. And from a hardware perspective, now you're done. In terms of setting up the unit, you'll need to download a system software upgrade from PlayStation.com, and you copy that onto a USB drive, and then away you go. Okay, so that's the PlayStation 4 side of the setup sorted out, and now we're going to move the original PS4 drive back into the external enclosure. And to do that, it's really simple. The USB to SATA adapter, it's a standard fit, so you just plug it in at the end. The 4 screws you remove from each corner, they just go back in, and then the feet just slot on top. And then you just put it back in. Okay, so we slot the drive with the feet and the screws into the enclosure, and it's a friction fit again, so we literally just slot the drive back together. And that's it. Now you've got your 500 gig drive from the PlayStation 4, just format the drive and you're good to go. Now, are there any disadvantages in doing this? Well, in short, no. In our tests, moving to 2 terabytes actually saw a reduction in loading times. Texture streaming on certain games was actually faster, So in short, we've quadrupled our storage capacity on the PlayStation 4 for just £60, and we've actually improved the performance of the console in terms of loading and in a few titles, texture streaming and stuff like that. And as a bonus, your original PS4 drive isn't just sitting about collecting dust, it's actually usable in a variety of other different devices. Okay, so that's all we've got for now. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to Digital Foundry to get the latest videos directly in your feed.